Yes.
Do you know who Bruno Darcy is?
Yes. That's Southern Zone,
Coach's,
somebody or other.
yeah, coach's director. Okay. So he emailed me and said, guess you are doing good today. I have an assignment for you to assist me in getting done immediately. Let me know if you're available, so kindly respond back via email. And I responded saying, I'd love to help. Let me know what I can do. And he responded and said, thanks for the response. Here's just what I want you to...
Was it just to you?
It was just to me. It was just to me.
Okay.
He said, here's what I want you to do for me because I'm a little busy. I've been working on incentives aimed at surprising some of our diligent, hardworking staff with gift cards and tried to purchase them online, but an error occurred.
Yeah, that's going to be a scam. Keep going.
I will be glad if you can get this done, and I will reimburse you back. This should be confidential until they all have received gift cards. It is a surprise, and you will keep one yourself too. Can you get this done today?
Yeah, it's a scam. Like, they come from me too. I think people are combing the Team Unify sites and finding like high up people on there and spoofing their emails or whatever. Because I send them out too. I'm surprised you haven't got one for me. So yeah, same thing. Where it's the same thing where it makes it sound like they're. In fact, Penny's mom went so far, like followed the whole scheme, and was actually on her way to the store to buy them. And she ended up calling me. She goes, hey, like I'm on my way to the store to buy these Apple gift cards, but now you're saying you need Amazon gift cards. Like, which one do you need? I'm like, no, stop, turn around. I'm like, do not go. That is not me. Like, I am not telling you to go buy gift cards. She's like, really? I'm like, I am not telling you to go buy gift cards. It is a scam. So, yeah.
Oh, okay, so do I?
Just ignore it.
I shouldn't ask anybody anything?
No, just ignore it. Delete it. Stop interacting.
But what if it's true?
It's not true. It's not true. I guarantee it. 100% it's not true.
Okay. I will stop them. Thank you.
Okay?
Alright.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
tuned throughout because I'm going to integrate movie clips so that you can see what's going on in some of the more active parts of the novel. So in chapter 11, Pip returns to Miss Havisham's house because she asked him to come back in 6 days. And even though she pretends to not know what's going on with the outside world, she does know that today is her birthday. So when Pip arrives, he's not the only one that's there. Estella, of course, is there, but also 3 women and 1 gentleman. Now, the only 2 women I want you to pay attention to are Camilla and Sarah Pocket. They are cousins of Miss Havisham's, as we'll find out later, and their name Pocket is symbolic for the deepening of their pockets with her inheritance. So in other words, they just come around on her birthday to kiss up to her in hopes that when she dies, she'll leave them some money. And of course, Miss Havisham sees right through it. Now, as Pip is observing them, and we'll add them to your character chart, he notices that Camilla is always saying, "the idea," over dramatically, over and over again. I think she says it at least 6 times in chapter 11. And she complains about how Miss Havisham's health has caused her to stay home at night. And then Sarah Pocket, Miss Sarah Pocket, so she's single, she's an old spinster as well. She has a face like a walnut face countenance that Pip observes, and she's gonna later be really jealous of any attention that Miss Havisham shows Pip. So just stay tuned to those 2 characters. On page 85, they're talking a lot about this mysterious guy, Matthew. Who is this Matthew that they keep talking about? Camilla says, "I cried about it from breakfast till dinner, and it injured my digestion, and it wakes me up in the night." So some mystery around this character, Matthew. We're not supposed to know yet who he is. But Estella comes in and takes Pip on upstairs, and she slaps Pip right at the staircase. She says, "Am I pretty?" And he says, "I think you're very pretty." She says, "Am I insulting?" He says, "Not so much as you were the last time." And then she hauls up and slaps his face. And she says, "Now, you coarse little monster, what do you think of me now?" And he says, "I shall not tell you." So poor Pip is being bullied by Stella. Maybe she has a crush on him, or maybe she's just living out Miss Havisham's teachings that break their hearts. And she says to Pip, "Well, why don't you cry again, you little wretch?" And Pip says, "I'll never cry for you again." But then older narrator Pip says, which was as false a declaration as ever was made, "Because I was inwardly crying for her then, and I know now the pain she caused me afterwards." So this is just the beginning of a relationship between Pip and Estella, where it's unrequited love. Little foreshadowing on page 87, a man comes downstairs from having been in Miss Havisham's room, and we are introduced to him by his idiosyncrasy before we know who he really is. So he was nothing to me, thinks Pip, but he grabs Pip and he says, "Behave yourself." He says, "Now mind, I have a great deal of experience with boys, and you're a bad set of fellows. You behave yourself." And Pip observes that he bites the forefinger and that his hands smell like soap. So remember those details, because we'll see this character again later, introduced by those idiosyncrasies, and we'll find out who he is. Pip thinks maybe it's Miss Havisham's doctor. Who knows who he is and how he has access to Miss Havisham's sort of private affairs, but we'll find out more later. Now, as Pip goes upstairs, he gets to see the room that is featured on the cover of your book. And it's the room with the great cake. And it's very well described on page 88. You should reread that paragraph. One thing to make a note of are the spiders. Spiders running in and out, and this is really old cake that's been there for as long as Miss Havisham's wedding day. I'm going to pause here so that you can watch a movie and see Pip interact with Miss Havisham around this great table and this great bridal cake.
I'm going over that. I'm good.